Good day. I'm going to show you the third part of my Swarovski collection. The first part had my butterflies and birds, and the second part had flowers, crystal memories, and the miscellaneous objects. I'm going to show you one shelf today, well, a big casing. It's a bit dark once again, but you'll have to just bear with me. Starting from shelf number 1, we have turtles and tortoise and sea mammals. We've got seals and sea lions. Shelf number 2, Christmas ornaments. I didn't collect these for a very long time, and then I started only a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago I think. I'm not really a Christmas person, but I'm a big collector, so these are annual ornaments. These I've collected for a while. There's a small and large version of these clear crystal ornaments, and these are the older ones. Below them, Swarovski dogs and puppies. And the fourth shelf, more annual ornaments, and below them cats and kittens. One of the most frequently asked questions I get is how many Swarovski crystal items I have, and that's a really problematic question, because if we look here, these are Swarovski kittens. I'm going to use a flashlight. Now each of these kittens came with a colored ball of crystal representing yarn, which they play with. And some people would count that, yes, you have 3 cats and 2 balls, so you have 5 items. But the kittens and balls were sold each separate. Well, the balls were sold with kittens, so in my calculation I have 3 items: kitten and ball, and mother. There's no sense in counting each and every single ball and piece. So counting that way, I have over 800 figurines. If you counted each and every single separate piece, I would have well over 1,000 crystal items, but there's no sense in counting that way. I prefer to count by crystal creations, the way Swarovski does. So moving on, shelf number 5, we have bunnies and rabbits. And moving further to the right, there's the oldest crystal Zodiac. This is not complete. I have the rooster in the bird shelf, and I'm not going to buy the dragon or the ape. No, wait, I did buy the ape, but I'm not going to buy the dragon. I don't like the dragon. I'm a bit picky about what I collect. More Christmas ornaments and other Christmas figurines. This is another sample of why they should be counted as creations, because the mirror bases, for example, came with the items, so the sleigh and its mirror base are 1 item, and the reindeer and its mirror base are 1 item. So that's basically 2 items, not 4. 7th shelf, we have horses, all kinds of horses, and there's sheep, pigs, cows, bull. And shelf number 8, we have in the background, this is the clear version of the Wonders of the Sea, or was it Wonders of the Ocean? I can never quite remember that. This is the clear version. There's a colored version, but I'm not going to show that today. And some different fish and SCS whales. Shelf number 9. I'm going to turn the light a bit. mice. We have older mice and newer mice. This is the anniversary mouse. Colored mice. Exclusive mice. And once again, this set of 3 mice is only one item. This is not 3 figurines, this is one single item because they were sold as a set. And more mice. These are SCS exclusives. Once again, there's Pegasus, Unicorn, Kudu. More annual ornaments, and these are the golden ones, and I used to collect them until I got bored when Swarovski started selling them, all of these ornaments in a variety of colors, always the same design, but in 2 different sizes and 7 or 8 versions of the same Christmas ornament, which got boring, so I stopped collecting them. More mammals, squirrels, SCS event exclusive ermine and vervet monkey. The next shelf, shelf number 11, we have what's it, snake, adder, or rattlesnake. Hedgehogs are represented here, and there are otters, the ibex, and some African animals. I don't actually collect Disney. I have a few Disney items like the Tinkerbell shoe ornament or the Frozen ornament, but I really don't like Disney. I'm sorry, I know many of you love Disney and Disney Swarovski, but that's not for me. This is shelf number 12. More sea life. There's a frog suffering of a severe case of dust. These 3 fighting fish are my favorites, among my favorites. Dolphins, seahorses. So that's 12 and 13. We have some insects, ladybugs / ladybirds, whichever word you prefer to use, bees, and a couple of dragonflies. Next shelf we have SCS exclusives. There are bears and zebras and the polar bear siku. The next shelf, more mammals. There's pandas, polar bears, kangaroos, dromedaries, the beaver family, fox family, deer, unicorn, koalas, and the last shelf in this case, in this shelf, has more sea things. There's seashells. These are all authentic Swarovski pieces, except the mirror bases. Some of the mirror bases are not authentic. Terribly dark in here. Snails, reptiles, tortoises, frogs, and so on. I have about 40 or 50 more. I'll show them around late December or early January, which is probably the next time I will have any time. to do this. I'm swamped with work, but I hope you liked seeing this. If you have questions, I might answer a few of them. I won't make any promises, and I will not answer any questions about value or insurance or ways to purchase. I'm sorry, don't bother asking. But you can ask. I just won't promise to answer anything. Hope you like those.